Tarjay has got themselves into a wee bit of a pickle. Not only are they selling tuck-friendly bathing suits, I'm sure you've checked out that one. Got a little tuck bathing suit, action going on here. Well, if you're not quite transitioned yet, we've got the bathing suit for you, is what Tarjay is saying. It's also in very, very small sizes. Some might say they're for children, which make things even more awkward, right? Well, part 2 to that, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Tarjay customer is shocked after company features pride items by a Satanist partner. Yes, as in Satan, the devil. The devil is hope and love is what this marketing campaign is for Tarjay. We're going to get into it. What is Target doing? Target's been talking about too much shoplifting. I'd say that they need to reel in their marketing experts because they are missing the boat on some of this stuff. How do you think those in the Bible Belt are going to respond to devil is hope and love? Hey, come buy some product from us. We're America's store. Tarjay, come shop here. Let's get into it. Here we go. The byline for this story, Satan loves you and respects who you are. Okay. Is that true? I don't think this marketing expert ever read the Bible. I do not think so. I do not believe so. I think they missed the boat. They weren't going to Sunday school, were they? No, sirree. They did not spend 12 years in a private Christian school like I did, because we know Satan doesn't love you and he certainly doesn't respect who you are. I'm just going to throw that one out there. That's what I worked out from my 12 years of Christian education. Tarjay has found itself in hot water again, almost simultaneously, over its gay pride collection, this time because of its partnership with a controversial designer. The major retail partnered with UK-based brand Abprallen to Abprallen. Is that how you say it? I don't know. To sell merchandise with pro-LGBTQ messages to celebrate Pride Month. Whole month. Not just a day, not a week, month. A search on Tarjay's website finds some of the items. While the company was already under a microscope over its tuck-friendly swimsuits, we dedicated an entire podcast to that. You can check that out here on this channel. Some social media users were angered to discover that Abprallen's designer, Eric Carnell, is also an outspoken Satanist whose brand features occult imagery and messages like Satan respects pronouns on brand apparel. What? Did Satan talk to you? Did he tell you that? Satan respects pronouns. How do we know that? All right. Are we going into a little bit of, tongue in cheek here? Not really sure. But at my school, which was Bellevue Christian, we didn't really run with Satan respects pronouns. That wouldn't have been a thing. That probably wouldn't have been put up on the chalkboard as, something you want to think about that day as you're moving on with your life in Bellevue at a Christian school. All right. Abprallen also sells merchandise with aggressive messages attacking critics. Pins with the phrases, heteronormativity is a plague. Oh, boy. Heteronormativity is a plague. You mean like the Black Plague, like that? Heteronormativity? You mean just normal hetero people? Oh, so I guess you and I are plagues. We're the plague. We're the Black Plague. And burn down the system. See what they did there? CIS-TEM. System, burn down the system. All right. But it's more like cisgender, which is, again, us, you and I. We are cis normal-ish, whatever there. All right. Burn down the system. On there, those are featured on the website, along with one that says homophobe headdress with an image of a guillotine. Oof, that's a strong message there. Homophobe headdress, an image of a guillotine. That's not good. Eric Carnell, the transgender designer behind the brand, explained in an Instagram post that Satan represents passion, pride, and liberty. That is an interesting spin at best. Satan represents passion, pride, and liberty. How do they get that from all of this? Because everything I read in the Bible, it didn't ever mention any of this. And and here's another one. Satan loves all LGBTQ plus people. I don't remember seeing that in the Bible either. I don't think LGBTQ plus people were mentioned at all. I know Sodom and Gomorrah, that was a thing. Okay, but let's not get stuck down the rabbit hole there. Right? Let's keep going with Satan and Target and System and homophobe headrest. God, this is a weird one, right? Satanists don't actually believe in Satan. What? What do you mean? Satanists don't actually believe in Satan. He is merely used as a symbol of passion, pride, and liberty. He means to you what you need him to mean. Okay, now I'm getting it. All right, I'm getting it. Okay. I'm a real estate guy, so it sometimes takes me a bit to figure out what we got going on here. But it feels like we've got some moving goalposts here, don't we? Yeah. He means to you what you need him to mean. I'm down with that, but I don't think so. So for me, Satan is hope, compassion, equality, and love. Okay? That's that. I don't ever remember reading that in Revelations. Or even Exodus. Nowhere in the New Testament is that mentioned. Not a once. Not a once. I went to a lot of Bible school. I don't remember this stuff at all. We had such different impressions of the meaning of good and bad and God and Satan. So naturally, Satan respects pronouns because he's about compassion, equality, and love. This is some crazy talk. This is literally crazy talk. He loves all LGBTQ people. I went with a variation of Baphomet for this design. Okay, Baphomet, whatever. Let's just take a quickie peek at what that is, because I didn't know. I needed to look it up. Baphomet or Met is a deity allegedly worshipped by the Knights Templar that subsequently became incorporated into various occult and Western esoteric traditions. The name Baphomet appeared in trial transcripts for the Inquisition of the Knights Templar starting in 1307. Okay. All right. So we got some Baphomet action going on here, right? What are we even doing? So we talk about Baphomet. It's a deity who themselves is a mix of genders, beings, ideas, and existences. They reject binary stereotypes and expectations. Perfect. I mean, why wouldn't you have this on a t-shirt at Target? Mind-blowing, right? This is mind-blowing. Somebody thought this was a good idea. I mean, marketing director of Bud Light's got nothing on this individual who said, yeah, let's get some t-shirts about Satan going on and let's make this happen. We got this going on. However, the Abprallen designer told the Daily Dot that the merchandise mentioning Satan is tongue in cheek. All right. Okay. I don't believe in Satan. I don't believe in the Bible. It's a metaphor, Carnell said. Apparently, you can take whatever you want from whatever you want and make it a metaphor. And it's about compassion and equality. And you just make stuff up. I'm just making stuff up right now, too. We're just all making stuff up and we're going to go with it. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Throwing you in jail for 10 years for shoplifting. It's a metaphor. It's tongue in cheek. We're still going to do it. I don't believe in incarceration, but we're going to put you in jail for 15 years for that crime that you just did. It's a metaphor. It's okay. It's a metaphor. Yeah. Yeah. Police, they are known for passion, pride, and liberty. So, I mean, we're just making stuff up left and right. And I'm not saying that police aren't about passion, pride, and liberty, but they're more about public safety than that ridiculous statement that you're just throwing along with everything else. And so this guy doesn't believe in Satan, doesn't believe in the Bible, but he's a Satanist. Okay. All right. And the polarizing partnership caused an uproar from conservatives and parents' rights advocates on social media. Literally, if you're in the Bible Belt, how is this one going? Have you even heard of this one? Have you heard of the whole Satanist Target thing? And to me, that's alarming. It's alarming. It just, no go. I'm a hard no go. Don't care. Not going to buy anything with Satan on it. Hard line in the sand. Whether Satan exists, whether you believe it's good versus bad, whether you believe it's a metaphor, no siree. Nuh-uh. No. Don't. We just don't go there. It's unnecessary. Certainly not going to buy a shirt with it or whatever you got going on. Why did Target hire a Satanist to design pieces for their Pride clothing line? Scarlett Johnson, a Wisconsin County chair for grassroots group Moms for Liberty, wrote on Twitter, excellent question. Why? Why did they do that? Trying to break down societal norms, trying to break down society. Give them a t-shirt with Satan on it. That'll work. That'll be good. So she kind of goes off on this tweet. And it's true. It's like, what the F? She shared other social media posts from Ab Prowlin encouraging transgender people to affiliate themselves with Satan. In one post, the designer claimed Satan loved and respected LGBTQ people, so they should hang with Satan instead. Okay. Well, I'm probably just not gonna, I'm not one of the LGBTQ people, so I probably wouldn't, hang with Satan anyway. But even if no, this is absurd. This is ridiculous. The Ab Prowlin designer responded to the backlash by mocking transphobes. I don't think we're being transphobic here. We're just questioning Target's affiliation with the designer that is a known Satanist. That's just that's a no-go. That's a hard line in the sand. Nope, we don't do that. No. These have already got the transphobe infuriated with me, and I feel like quite the celebrity to think that they believe this is all some big conspiracy and I have any power to brainwash anyone when I'm just some guy drawing pictures, the artist wrote. Okay, so now it's gone from peace, hope, love, whatever, to I'm just a guy drawing pictures. It's a metaphor. Don't believe in me. Don't worry about it. So then why did Target do this? What's Target got going? What's Target's angle here? That's a good question, right? Somebody thought this was a genius idea. Critics compared Target to Bud Light after the brand faced backlash for partnering with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Yes, they did. They lost billions of dollars. The campaign account for Representative Nancy Mace, Republican from South Carolina, wrote, Bud Light shocks and insults their customers. Target, hold my beer. That's funny. Hey, that makes sense. Target. Oh, we got to get in on some of that action. What can we do to one up Bud Light? And what can we do to one up Nike, who had Dylan Mulvaney wear a sports bra, even though no boobs? Yeah. Boobs not apparently necessary for a bra. Don't ask me. I'm 54. The world has just gone right past me. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Bathing suits that have tucks for different anatomies, even though, things have just spun wildly out of control and it all just goes right past me. Yeah. So we've got some interesting marketing stuff going on, right? What's the deal here? What are we even going for? It's a metaphor. I mean, I think there's a lot of folks that are going to have a little bit of pushback, even folks that aren't devoutly religious. They're just going to go, why? Why in the world would you involve this type of concept, the whole Satan thing? Why would you throw that out there? How does it help anything? How does it help your marketing? Something going on here, right? What's going on here? What is the end game? Man, I don't know. But this is, the tuck-friendly bathing suits and the Satanism. Even if it is just meant as a tongue-in-cheek metaphor, that's some crazy stuff. I mean, I would say this is not going to help Target. Nobody's going to shoplift this stuff because there's going to be no resale value. It's going to be the only stuff that's not going to be shoplifted from Tarjay is, Satan loves me. I mean, you feel stupid even saying that, right? Because it's just so ridiculous. Satan is love. It's like, did you not read anything in any of the religious stuff, let alone the Bible and the whole Satan thing. And it's one of, God's fallen angels, right? And just kind of went sideways and got banished to hell forever. And now he runs that place, and Bon Scott's there, and now we got it on t-shirts. So yeah, I don't even know what to make of this one. Like I questioned even doing this podcast, but it's so ridiculous that I had to. I had to. I was forced to. Just had to get into this because what is going on? Tarjay, what is going on? Imagine walking into your local Target and like, hey, what's that shirt all about? It's got some slogan with Satan on it. I mean, I would pick that up. I would literally, I like weird stuff. I would pick that up and go, okay, what is this? What is the message here? I don't know that I would recognize that it's tongue in cheek. I would not recognize that it is a metaphor. I would probably take it at its face value, whatever it might have been, and take a look at that and go, okay, why are we selling this at Target? Well, because it's, it's gender fluid and, it's LGBTQ plus. And I guess we're just making stuff up now, left and right. I mean, the guy literally said, we're just making stuff up. We're just, because this is what I feel. This is kind of, it's what I think. It's what I feel. It's what we're doing. It's what we're selling here at Target. Somebody at Target had to have known, and I'm sure they did. This is not a good idea. This is a bad idea. But you know what? Bottom line is we're talking about it. So is there such bad thing as publicity? I would say the Bud Light thing kind of exemplified how you could literally cross that line and end up here. Both of these campaigns have been in the works for a while, right? The whole Bud Light, the tuck your private parts into your bathing suit. You got a little tuck package there. That is ridiculous. You either have one or you don't. Take your pick. Buy your bathing suit appropriately. But no, that's not what we're doing. We're putting tampons in the boys' restrooms because of, we don't want anybody to feel left out. Well, that makes no sense to me at all. Just like selling stuff with Satan on it for Pride Month. Where is even the correlation to me is just non-existent as well. It's like, okay, how do we get from here to over here? I don't know. I'm so lost. What do we do? I guess we just don't shop at Target, which is pretty easy for me because I don't go there very often. I do not enjoy the Target shopping experience for the most part. They just don't really have anything cool that I like. I know there's a lot of families that shop Target religiously. It's like where you get your stuff, and maybe in your community, that is where you get your stuff. But I'm able to make it go with Trader Joe's, Costco, Home Depot. I'm a huge Home Depot fan. I mean, I could probably even eat at Home Depot. Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, you got to pick your battles. Who else we got? A little bit of QFC action, a little bit of Fred Meyer action, and then Walgreens or Bartell's. Bartell's is local. That's a drugstore, but it's been bought up by a big chain. Target, not even on my list because there's so few of them around. I got to go way further south, and you could get killed down there, and it's South Bellevue. There's always a shooting or something going on in the parking lot. They used to have a Walmart there, and then Walmart said, no, sirree, we are closing up this shop. That was one of the early adopters of, oh, hey, too much stuff being stolen here. We're gone. The store is now non-performing. So Target has been in the media quite a bit lately, and not necessarily for the right reasons. You've got the whole bathing suit deal. You got the Satan thing. You got the CEO coming right out and saying almost like the CEO of Walmart before Walmart went on that rampage of closing down stores, where Walmart said, is that Walmart? I think it was the CEO of Walmart that said, one of two things is going to happen. Prices go up or we close down stores. And they closed down a slew of stores. It almost feels like something like that might be happening with Target as well, because the CEO of Target has come out and said, we got some issues with, loss mitigation or shrinkage. Because it's like, okay, the stuff isn't shrinking. Your profits are shrinking, and you've got an issue with that. So this whole combination with the bathing suit thing, the Satan thing, and their CEO coming out and saying stuff, I think Target is going to make some major moves. And, I think a lot of retailers that are established, that are doing okay, are making changes right now to how they do business on a big scale, because this whole shoplifting thing has gotten so out of control. And long term, it just hurts us as the consumers. It just crushes us as the consumers. And you know who it crushes the most? Those who can afford it the least, those in areas where they're pulling their target. And I think that's a bunch of what you're going to see. You're going to see a bunch of targets get pulled from communities, and people are all going to be like, let's do a campaign to bring Target back. Once they leave a community and they're out, they're not going back. They're not going back anytime soon. It's like Whole Foods in San Francisco. Everybody says that is a temporary closure. If you're new to this channel, if you're new to these topics, Whole Foods in San Francisco pulled out after 13 months of opening. 13 months. Because it was so bad. It was so dangerous. 568 911 calls. I mean, what more do you need? And that's in 13 months of doing business. So people always want to point at that and say, it's temporary. I think you've got Tarjay in play as far as kind of something major going on. And, we'll see, right? But there's a lot of media coverage of this, and kind of a spotlight on the CEO and what he's talking about. I would love to see I'm sure the CEO of Tarjay goes to church. I bet he does. I would love to see that explanation because they always pick somebody. It's kind of like a good guy, right? A marginally good guy. And, he goes to church. Yeah. He doesn't make it all the time because he's got a lot of commitments elsewhere, but he's a good family guy. He's a member of the community, solid dude. I'd love to see him stand up and say, hey, you're selling some shirts that have Satan nonsense on them. What's up with that? It's a metaphor. It's whatever you want. Satan is love. Okay. I don't think that's going to fly in church. It's just a feeling that I have, but, stay tuned because I think this storyline's going somewhere. Yeah. Not in the right direction. It's going somewhere. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, all that nonsense, so that next time this topic kind of comes up and you want to find out, hey, what happened there? You'll know. All right. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being part of News for Reasonable People. I will catch up with you in the next one. Bye for now.